Hello everyone and welcome to Civic Platform. This is your host Zuher Almusre. Today I am covering a Christmas networking party, and this event it's run and organized by Black-Manitobans Chamber of Commerce. This organization it's help Winnipeggers, especially the newcomers, to start their businesses. Even if they start small, they leading them how to make it correctly and to grow their businesses here in Winnipeg. So many of people today gather to build network with many of organization here in Manitoba to understand how to run their business and to be more subtle and what the services can they receive from this organization in Winnipeg. So let's jump right in with a new episode from Civic Platform to know more about this organization. So let's jump right in.
Hi Zuher, my name is Zita. Nice to be here this evening with us. Thank you for being here. The organization was birthed 8 years ago, and we have our first reveal last April 2022, and we have our grand opening May 27, 2022. And the reason why we have a Black Chamber of Commerce in Manitoba is because there is a need for newcomer entrepreneurs and the Black entrepreneurs to connect, to network, to also find resources and help. So we are here to be the voice of the newcomer entrepreneurs and businesses and also the Black community. The newcomer community, like when you come, you immigrate to Manitoba, there is no place actually for entrepreneurs immigrating here that want to start their business. So we are that platform to help them situated, directed, guided, coach into establishing their new businesses here. Now, for the Black community that has been in Canada for over 300 years, we are also here to help them, get all of the help that they need to be successful. And so that's what we exist. So the Black-Manitoba Chamber of Commerce is not only for Black, it's actually for newcomers and Black community. And we are ACE. What ACE stands for is to advocate. So we are here to advocate for at every level of government, to lobby, also to initiate changes, policies that better our community and better also the ones that are coming newly into Canada, because there are a lot of policies that were voted or are in place that didn't have this community at heart. So this is why we exist. So connect. C in the ACE is to connect. Connect our community, entrepreneurs and business leaders into resources and help. Financial resources is the lack of it in Manitoba is tremendous when it comes to newcomers and the Black communities. So we are here to connect them to the opportunity that exists, connect them within each other so that they can support one another's businesses, and also to elevate them wherever stage they are in, to bring them where they want to be. And empowerment starts with self, right? So that's why we have the mentoring, that's why we have the coaching, to actually empower them and then move them forward where they need to be. Really, for our community and all newcomer communities, actually access to capital, access to seed money, to start, they need that push, right? And banks, when you move newly to Canada, you don't have any credit. Even though your account is full of money, nobody's ready to have you borrow money. Nobody's willing to loan you money. And so we need to find some better strategy, and that's part of the lobbying that we need to do at all levels of government and with our banking institution to make those changes. Because lack of that financial, that's the reason why many of the newcomers or Black community businesses are life support. If they exist, if they push for 5 years, my goodness, that is just a miracle, because then it's a lot. You're building a business, yet you have to also work full time to build that business. We need more opportunity, financial opportunity, especially in Manitoba. It's a great challenge for newcomers and the Black community. And that is why in Manitoba, we're very good at having many resources for employability for newcomers, but nothing so much for the entrepreneurs that are coming into our province. And so now the Black-Manitoban Chamber of Commerce is that platform to help the newcomers that are coming here to start a business. How, where to start, where to go. We are here to help them with that.
I'm Mayor Scott Gillingham, Mayor of Winnipeg, and I'm really excited today to be joining the Black-Manitobans Chamber of Commerce event this holiday season. And really it's an honor to be here to support the Black-Manitobans Chamber of Commerce and all the men and women who are part of this organization, who contribute so much to Winnipeg's local economy. I think what's really important is the conversations. The power of having the Black-Manitobans Chamber of Commerce organization up and running in Winnipeg gives a platform for Black entrepreneurs and Black-owned business owners, so that we, as a greater city, throughout the city of Winnipeg, can have a greater understanding of all of the potential opportunities we have to see Black Manitobans who are entrepreneurs and who are business owners thrive in our city. And this is a point of connection, and it's really important that this organization thrive. I think what a lot of business owners, no matter who they are, what they need is mentors, and they need connection, and they need supports. And so what the Black-Manitobans Chamber of Commerce provides is those connection points. So if you've got a business owner or an entrepreneur who's got an idea and they just need some assistance knowing who to contact, maybe it's regarding human resources or taking their product to a broader market, This network will provide those opportunities to help businesses thrive. Well, first of all, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays for all those celebrating a variety of the holidays throughout this winter, and also all the best in 2023. My hope for you, for all of us, is that 2023 is a year of success and growth and health.
Hi, my name is Joelle Foster. I'm the CEO for North Forge Technology Exchange. It's a business incubator accelerator that helps technology, STEM, and advanced manufacturing companies. I'm also very honored to be a board director for the Black-Manitoban Chamber of Commerce. I'm here tonight as a board director and to meet many of the incredible people that are here in Winnipeg that are running businesses, running restaurants, creative people. It's all about diversity and inclusion. It's about embracing the cultural differences that we all have and working together to make Manitoba a wonderful place for people to come to start their lives, to start businesses. Anytime that you have an event where you're bringing people together from different cultures, different backgrounds, what's going to happen is you're going to have synergy. People are going to meet other people. They're going to have those connections. They're going to feel more confident. They're going to feel like they're part of a bigger community. And that's what we all need. When you're starting a business, when you own a business, it's so important to work together. It's so important to meet people. And it's so important to embrace the differences that we all have so that we can help each other. So many of the challenges for new businesses that are coming to Manitoba, coming to Winnipeg, is there is sometimes language differences, but those can be overcome. But when you're coming to a new city, you don't know people. And when you don't know people, it's harder to build that community to help grow your business. So by having an event like this, you're going to meet other like-minded people. You're going to meet other people who are willing to help you. And that's who's here today. An amazing group of individuals that only want to make a difference and help each other. Help people who are coming from other countries. I wouldn't be where I am today without going out and meeting people. Putting myself sometimes in uncomfortable situations where I didn't know anybody walking into the room. But because of that, because I'm putting myself forward, because I'm introducing myself, because I really enjoy meeting people and hearing new ideas, that's why I have grown as a person. That's why my business has grown. And if you don't step out and meet new people, you're not only not going to grow your business, you're not going to grow as an individual. You're not going to see the incredible diversity that's in our community and how people are really working together. I think it's really important to join the Black Chamber of Commerce. And it doesn't matter what your cultural background is. It's an amazing organization that's led by a woman who's all heart and who truly, truly, truly wants to make a difference. So I'm encouraging you to all join, come out and meet new people, and allow us to help you grow your business and to help you grow as an individual.
Hi, I'm Heather James. I work for Scotiabank. I'm Small Business Development Manager, and I'm really excited to be here tonight to celebrate the event. I think it's important to support every individual in Winnipeg, and this is a new organization, and I think it's important for me personally as well as Scotiabank to support and bring awareness to it. Being a part of this and having this event and organization, it's going to help the Black community grow, give them more opportunities, have a bigger voice in the city with respect to jobs, being a part of the community, and I think it's important to everybody to be equal. So yeah, you know what, I feel honored that Zita invited me, and I got to know Zita, who's the founder of the Manitoba Black Chamber. So her inviting me and welcoming me and us becoming very close friends has made me feel very welcome and honored to be here.
Hi, my name is Ruina. I'm from Sri Lanka. We are a manufacturing company. We own a manufacturing company where we manufacture computer continuous paper and thermal bill rolls. So our staff strength is something like 40 employees. So I'm here on holiday with my brother who is living here in Winnipeg on a short stay. So back at home, I'm a member in the BNI, and so this is the first time I'm experiencing a multicultural function here in Winnipeg. So it's something to look forward to. So it's just the beginning. So I'm excited to see what's happening. So my plan is to start my business and develop it here, because I noticed that the manufacturing what we do back home is not available here in Winnipeg. So that's my main idea.
I am Dr. Durdana Islam. I'm here attending this networking event tonight. This is an amazing gathering. I've met a lot of people who are involved with the Black businesses and Black business owners and the amount of services they provide to our Winnipeg people. It's amazing that we had no idea about before this chamber existed. So I would like to thank Dr. Zita Somakoko for taking this initiative, because it is very, very important, and there was a huge gap in helping Black businesses and how to reach out to the greater audience and greater customers. I would say back home, I'm an immigrant as well, so I'm from Bangladesh. The way we do business or start entrepreneurship is very, very different than how we do here. Because here, when somebody comes as a new immigrant, you don't have the credit history to get the loans from the bank. So it's very, very important that organizations such as this, Black-Manitoba Chamber of Commerce, lobbies with different levels of government and the financial institutions, so people who are coming as a new immigrant and has the desire to start their business and entrepreneurship in Manitoba, they have the chances to. Because these are the people who are talented, they have all the resources they need, they have everything from back home, but they're having hard time establishing themselves here as a new business owner. So there's a gap on that field, and then this is the chamber that's filling up that gap. That's a very good question. Your question was, what kind of advice would I give to somebody who came new in this country and in Winnipeg and wants to do businesses? I would say is that networking is very, very important. Attend in this kind of gatherings, meet people, talk to people, because it's very, very important that you have your face out and the kind of business and expertise that you have to connect with people. And I would also say that make some cold calls. If you're interested in restaurant business, make some cold calls and ask them for an interview. Do some background research on that and reach out to organizations like this who can help you guide through the process of establishing your business here. I'd like to give a big thanks to Dr. Zita Somakoko and Black-Manitobans Chambers of Commerce for arranging this amazing networking. I've already met some fabulous human beings, and I'm looking forward to meeting more. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. You're all welcome. We're happy to have you here. This is the Black-Manitoba Chamber of Commerce. So we're actually here to celebrate Black businesses, to celebrate newcomers, and to network and interact with one another. But before we start on, we'll have to open up this event in a good way with a prayer. So before we go, let me just hand over to Zita. She will say a few things and then we'll go on to a prayer. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much. Merci encore, bienvenue à tous et à toutes. Merci d'être là ce soir. Nous sommes une chambre bilingue. Donc ce soir, nous allons parler en anglais et en français. Vous êtes la bienvenue. Merci d'être là ce soir. Nous sommes là pour célébrer nos entrepreneurs et entrepreneuses noirs et nouveaux arrivants. Merci, j'espère que vous tous, vous avez passé par le marché de Noël, on l'appelle. Merci encore, mais avant que nous allions plus loin, nous allons prier. So, prions. Nous allons demander à notre ancien de nos nations autochtones pour nous bénir, pour bénir cette œuvre qui est la Chambre de commerce noire du Manitoba. Et aussi pour lui demander la permission d'être là, de nous établir ici et de faire des affaires sur ce territoire. Parce que cette terre leur appartient. Nous sommes tous des étrangers. Pour nos cas, les Noirs, nos anciens sont venus ici avec les chaînes. Ils ne sont pas venus ici par eux-mêmes, pas de leur liberté. Ils ont été forcés pour être là. Mais nous remercions nos autochtones de nous avoir donné l'hospitalité. Nous partageons leur peine, comme eux aussi partagent notre peine. Nous vous remercions encore ce soir pour être là. Pour plus tarder, nous invitons, merci encore, merci d'être là, Monsieur Alain, pour nous bénir. À vous la parole.
Miigwech. I'm going to introduce myself in my language, Anishinaabe. Wabski Minisizit, Mr. Temnistakaz, Vizuni Dodem, Ishkunaning Donji, Treaty 2 Territory, Anishinaabe Nin. My common name is Alan Sutherland. I introduce myself as White Spotted Horse. That's my spirit name. I'm of the Lynx clan. I'm from the Treaty 2 Territory of Scalan First Nation, and I'm Anishinaabe, historically known as Soto. Now, the reason why I gave you such a long introduction, there was a time when we didn't have our spirit's name anymore. There was a time when it was the law of the land not to have it, for us not to practice our ceremonies and our culture. Now, I look around the room, and as a historian, which you're going to have here this evening, I love fellow historians. And you're going to be hearing from a historian that has a book on oral tradition. So I'll share a little bit of that with the land acknowledgement. Anishinaabe means from whence the spirit was lowered to the earth. And our origin stories is very similar, except for there was 4 spirits that were lowered into the Creator's garden. Manitugidila. Why 4? Why not? Because the Creator in our story says, but He created everything. He wanted to share all that creation, that beauty. So He wanted to make children. And He wanted diversity, because everything in creation is diversity, including a good place to put human beings. Here too is going to be diversity, because out there you see different trees, you got different plants, different animals. Everything is meant to be. Everything has purpose. So that's why there was 4 that was placed in the garden. Now here was the red spirit. And here we have from the original one that became many. 96 indigenous languages throughout Turtle Island, North America. Here in Manitoba, in a province with boundaries, there are 7 indigenous language groups. The land acknowledgement is about who lives where and what territory. So this is Treaty 1 territory. It is shared with the Métis Nation. It is here that's not only the Anishinaabe Ojibwe, it's also the Cree, it's also Dakota. It is here that we honor at this place. This is what they called a gathering place at one time. Since after the Great Deluge and the Ice Age, people migrated to this, we call the center of Turtle Island, the heart of Turtle Island. And this place is unique because many, many language groups, nations, would gather here where the 2 rivers meet. We call the forts. And people will trade. And when you trade, you create partnerships and relationships. just like what you're doing here this evening. You're creating opportunities. And I see in this room a beginning of many relationships. So I was offered tobacco. To us, tobacco is one of those first gifts that was given to us in these parts. Later on, newcomers came and they shared it with the world. But to us, it's a sacred plant that says whatever you experience in life, be grateful for the gifts of life, everything on earth. So this was always the first one that we hold in our hand, we put in our pipe, we put in a fire or in a clean place under a tree, and we acknowledge the gifts that's all around us. So I was asked to bless this event and our guest that is here to share. So when we exchange tobacco, we're sharing, we're exchanging gifts. So I'm going to invite what is common to all of us, that we're here and we exist and we're meant to be. So we start there. That's where the Creator is. And all around us is heaven, all the creation. Invite all of heaven to be a part of this. Nimama Kiawa is the Mother Earth. We're on this path together. And when we invite our ancestors in the four directions where we all are part of, Wabanangawa, Nishu, Miss Newcomers, grandfathers, grandmothers, thank you for the gifts in that direction. Ziwaganangawa, Wesama, Bigwech, Nishu, Miss Newcomers, our grandparents, our ancestors, thank you for your gifts from that direction. Ina Sama, Nishu, Miss Newcomers, grandfathers, grandmothers, our ancestors, thank you for bringing gifts from that direction. Kiwait and Inawa Sama, Nishu, Miss Newcomers, grandfathers, grandmothers, our ancestors from the north. Thank you for bringing from that direction these gifts. Akana Danawe Maganak, all my relations. Miigwech. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much for this blessing. We are grateful. We are grateful to you. We are most grateful to our Creator, the Almighty God, that have made this day possible. So thank you so much. I always say, I don't know why God trusts me with this task, because I don't trust me. But in His grace and mercy, He has bestowed this important and so much excruciating task upon me. And I live every day praying that I will not disappoint Him, that His trust in me will not be in vain. So I thank you. As I told Elder Allen, in our culture, as Black all over the world, this relationship of host and guest, very, very important. And when I come to your home, I ask you to bless me. And if I have to do anything in your home, I ask permission. So we have asked permission to do business on this land. Our ancestors didn't choose to be here. They were brought here by force. But you so graciously opened your land to us and to them. And because of that, we are here today. So thank you. English. With that all being said, we're gonna have anthem. Do you know we do have a Black anthem? Where is Odelia?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be singing the Black Anthem, and if you know it, feel free to join me.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let all rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope on board had died, yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our parents sighed. We have come over a way that with tears have been watered, and we have come trending our path to the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of a bright star is cast. True to our God, true to our native land. True to our God, true to our native land. Our native land.
Hallelujah! That was wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are true to our God, true to our name that we are being ripped off from. So thank you. Thank you again. And I would like to acknowledge the presence of our Lordship. Thank you so much. Winnipeg Mayor, everybody! Lordship Scott Gillingham. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence this evening. It means so much to us. We are grateful. Thank you. And another one of our own, our very, very own, Jamie Moses! MLA for Seminole South. Thank you so much for being here with us this evening. We are grateful for you, for gracing us with your presence this evening. Thank you. Am I forgetting somebody? Oh, we also have, okay, if I start naming people, that would be like, but you are all precious and special. Thank you so much for being here this evening. We want to say thank you so much to all our sponsors that make this evening so perfect for all of us. We are all here enjoying this free time because somebody or some people were so
generous.
Thank you.
Went out of the way to make it possible for us to be here. So let's give it up for them, please. Thank you. And so we can, I'm sure everybody here is special, just like Zita said, but then we want to give a special thanks. Okay, I think we forgot that. So my name is Jemina Benson. I'm one of the executives, and
I am Zita Somakoko.
This is nothing formal. This is an informal event. We're all here to enjoy ourselves, laugh, and play. So there's no formality here. Don't look at what we're doing. We can be very mature when it comes to, just take us for who we are, please. So we'll just go on to say, do we do our land acknowledgement first, or we will have to thank our sponsors? Okay, so I'll just call on the sponsors and give a special thanks to all our sponsors. First, we have the Victoria Hospital Foundation. Let's give it up for them. Woo! Thank you very much for your kind words. They are gold sponsors. In fact, yes, these are our gold sponsors. So we have first the Victoria Hospital, then we have CACN Manitoba. Let's give it up for them. Thank you so much. And then we have Yellow Dome, also one of our gold sponsors. Thank you.
In fact, many of you see how beautiful the program and all these posters, all of our marketing material were donated and done by Yellow Dome.
Give it up for them. Thank you.
And then for our hospitality, we want to thank Scotiabank. Thank you so much for supporting our small businesses. And then we have the Winnipeg Foundation. And then we have actually, they are a hospital sponsor, but they are also our grandfathers, so TD Bank. And then our funder sponsors, we got the Business Council of Manitoba. And we have Strat HR Solutions. And the Minnesota Black Chamber of Commerce. Now for the reception sponsor, do you like this facility? Yeah? Okay, so our reception funded sponsors, we got the North Forge that is hosting us tonight. And we have BMG Auto Care for all your auto detailing, paint corrections, PPF, anything that has to modify your car, protect your vehicle, go to BMG Auto Care. We're right there. Go there and we'll tell you what we do and how we can really enhance and protect your investments. Thank you very much. And also for one of our founders, decorator, design. We have catering design. And also one of our sponsors tonight is Heru Beauty Supplies. And actually we have a prize that is right there. Okay, if you didn't have any raffle ticket, please get your raffle ticket. Get your raffle ticket right now. There are great prizes to be won. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, merci encore d'être venu. Et sans plus tarder, nous allons inviter notre invité de ce soir qui va nous parler, qui est historien, qui va nous parler de l'histoire des Africains ou des Noirs au Canada. Merci.
Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't understand everything she said, but I'm sure yeah. So in a moment now, we're going to be calling on our keynote speaker, just like Elder Allen said to us earlier. This is a night of history. We'll be hearing a lot of history about Black history, maybe even our history coming to this land as well. But a few, just some housekeeping before we go on. Down this way, we have our washrooms on that side of the hall. And down here, we also have our vendors. So we have food here, we have drinks there. Please make yourself comfortable. And once more, we say welcome.
All my friends they ask me, say hero. I see your beauty, they make me the wonder. When I take a look at your eyes, see as they shine so bright. You when you have from my right, I want your picture for this my phone.
I want to thank Zita Somakoko and her colleagues in the Black-Manitobans Chamber of Commerce for inviting me here and to offer me the opportunity to share a few words with the Chamber and to reach out to you. So this evening, perhaps in keeping with the traditional holiday season and of storytelling, I will offer a story that in some ways might bring to mind what we have learned over the years from the old story by Charles Dickens of A Christmas Story. And it's a story about the past, about the present, and about the future. And the story that I want to talk about is how Black-Manitobans were very much in the forefront for the development of Canada. And I write about this in my book, a place called Canada First of All. And I also talk about it in the book that Zita spoke about, which is They Call Me George, how black train porters, in fact, put Canada on the road to becoming the kind of multicultural country it is. And I want to talk specifically about two Manitobans that contributed very heavily to that. And the first one was Lee Williams, who was the president of the Black Association of the Canadian Brotherhood of Railway Train Workers. And Lee was very interesting because he found himself in a position where he had to fight not only the Canadian government on issues of race and racism, he also had to fight his own union, which was at that time very segregated, and it was the union that had worked with Prime Minister Laurier at the turn of the last century to in fact bring Jim Crow racism to Canada. This was the time when Laurier signed an agreement for Canadian National that indicated that only black men could work as porters on the railroad, and at that time black people in Canada could not aspire or could not really work in any other areas but as porters. And Lee Williams was one of those who went into the forefront and fought. And he fought not only the government, as I said, he fought his union. And eventually in the 1970s, when the Canadian government merged what was then Canadian National Rail and CP Rail to set up their rail, Lee Williams got his dream when the two divisions within his union, where one was set up only for black and the other was set up for others in the union, where he was able to merge the two and to get one single union representation. So Lee Williams is someone that black people in Winnipeg and certainly across Canada can be very proud about. And he is someone that I know in the last while I was trying to organize through CN Rail to have a statue established of him. And I think that that must still be in the works, but I'm not quite sure as there have been a change in the management leadership at CN, and I'm not sure what has become of that, but that is certainly something that the Chamber here and Black Manitobans might want to look at. What I really want to talk about is that we all have to be very mindful of what is presented as Black history. And you might see some of this on your television in various series that are being shot and run. And we have to be careful that what is history is really authentic history, and that it is not fantasy or it is not romanticized notions. For example, there have been a lot of discussion about the fact that the very first black trade union in North America was established in Winnipeg, the Order of Black Sleeping Car Porters. If you can hear me, it's a little difficult talking over the crowd and talking over the other noise. So, but I want to indicate that we have to be very careful with those kinds of stories, because the Order of Sleeping Car Porters was never in fact recognized by any company. It didn't sign any contracts, and in fact it was crushed by CP, and the leadership of the order was in fact scattered across North America and became blacklisted, and they never in fact got any assistance. Indeed, one thing that is significant about what happened to that order was that the union at the time that worked for Canadian National Railway never raised a finger to help the black workers. And while there's much talk about what happened during the Winnipeg strike, it is really a fact that most of the white unions at that time did not support the black unions. And in fact, CP Rail, which had its own problems with the government, did not in fact get a union until the 1930s, when in fact they had to turn to an American-based union to come in. And then when that union organized out of Montreal and Toronto, they then had to fight the labor movement, the House of Labor, which includes the Manitoba Federation of Labor, to in fact establish themselves as a union. So I would caution you that in much of your thinking about what it was like to be a black porter, that we don't become too romanticized and to think that it was an easy time and that the 1920s and the 1930s were halcyon days for being black. At that time, black people could not even get into Canada. And the little population that was in Canada was constantly declining. What was different at that time was that there were relationships through Canada and the West Indian Islands, where a number of West Indians came up and worked as as porters, and many of them lived here in Winnipeg. Many of them came and they went to the University of Manitoba, they went to the University of Winnipeg, and during the summer months they worked as porters. And these were people who live on the wrong side of the tracks in Winnipeg, in the small, isolated black communities here in Winnipeg. But these were vibrant communities. They produced people like N. Blanchette, who came up from the Caribbean, who worked on the railroad, who was a pastor here in the Methodist Church, and who eventually went on to bigger things on the Canadian National Labour Movement, of being one of the first black people, black men, to arise to the pinnacle of the labour movement. So there's a lot of history of black achievement that is centered here in Winnipeg. I wouldn't go much further. I would encourage you that if you want to learn more about it, that you take a look at my book, They Call Me George, and I will continue to work and cooperate with the Black Chamber of Commerce to make sure that much of the stories of black Manitobans are heard and celebrated. Thanks for listening.
So now 2023, it's going to be packed with not only programming, networking, programming, and coaching, workshops, right, trainings, and it will be packed. We want to at least every 3 months have some type of programming and event, such as today. Actually, the networking event that we need to have. So today is actually a marketplace, Christmas marketplace, where we have vendors, small businesses, all industry coming and offering their services and selling. And we wanted to offer it for free so that they can have that income, because our small businesses have suffered tremendously during these last years. So what I would like to say, if you're a newcomer and you're an entrepreneur, you're a new business and you're an immigrant in this province, you are a black entrepreneur, or you have ideas and you don't know where to go, please check us out. Go to our website, Black-Manitoba Chamber of Commerce, send us a message. We will schedule a meeting with you to sit down and hear you out, and then find the solution for whatever situation you may find yourself in. We are here. Black-Manitoba Chamber of Commerce is for leveling the playing field for all in Manitoba. So don't hesitate to give us a call or contact us. We are on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Please give us a call, reach out to us. And Zuher, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to communicate with you. Thank you for being here, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
We reached the end of our episode. Thank you for watching. I'm standing in the red carpet right now. I feel like I just want to smile, and I feel like I have a power right now. So thank you for watching again. If you find this episode helpful and you have an idea for a business, reach out for this kind of organization and pick appointment with them and start correctly and run your business smoothly here in Winnipeg. So again, if you like this episode, like, share and subscribe to see our upcoming episodes.